Hey everybody, Dr. Daniel Miller here at Chiropractic in Mission Hills, and special thanks to those that got out on Saturday for the upper body workshop. I try to put these little workshops together so that you can move better, feel better, and just be better overall. I put them together for my patients. I put them together for those of you that I'll never meet. The reasons why is because I just want you to just enjoy your life and move through this body with no pain. Hopefully you can float through life and just be mindful about your movements. We went over the upper body through your spine into the upper extremity, hands and wrists, TMJ, head and neck as well as the mid-back. So please let me know if you have any questions, if you have any pains. Please refrain from the activity. Try it again if it's still there. Let me know what it is. I'm here for you up at Chiropractic in Mission Hills. Have a great rest of your day. Hey guys, Dr. Daniel Miller here at Chiropractic in Mission Hills, and I'm on location where we were for our upper body workshop on Saturday. We're gonna work through the spine, upper extremity, TMJ as well. First, we're gonna get our shoulders rolling because that's gonna help our neck stretch. So let's go 5 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You really wanna pick these things up and put them down. We go backward for a reason. There's a reason we go backward, because when I get into postural work and postural workshops, we'll wanna go backward to set ourselves up for Leonardo da Vinci's drawing the Vitruvian Man. I have a pose there for you that way. Our next stretch is the collar stretch. So if you come in, right where your collarbones insert to your sternum, we're just gonna depress those joints down. And what that does is helps us so when we go side to side with our head and neck, that our shoulders don't follow suit. Also, when I have you go forward and backward, that our chest doesn't follow suit as well. So we're gonna take a nice big deep breath in as you go back, breath out as you come forward, breath in as you go back, out as you come forward. And we're just gonna do 3 actions per motion here. So this is 3 going back with a breath in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Breathe out as you come down for 3 going forward. And it's just about 2 to 3 seconds squeeze per each action. Now we're gonna go side to side with it. So let's go ahead and take it to the right. 1, 2, 3, to the left. 1, 2, 3. Let's squeeze, squeeze, squeeze over to the right. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze over to the left. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze over to the right. One more time over to the left. The fastest way to contract the fastest way to relax a muscle is to contract it. Sometimes that's easier said than done. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna go ahead and rotate ourselves over to the left. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let's go ahead and rotate over to the right. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Over to the left, and really just chase that pain and muscle tension away. And let's go ahead and rotate back over to the right-hand side, coming back to neutral. Okay, so from here, we're gonna get into our mid-back stretch. So this is gonna stretch the area from the lower part of your neck through to the upper part of your mid-back. Now we're gonna go with rotation while keeping your pelvis nice and still. Your head and neck is gonna be stationary as well. And we're just gonna go for this rotation of the mid-back. It helps us to go ahead and maintain and achieve a little malleability or a little bit more flexibility in the mid-back. If that's your main action, it can work a little bit better. Okay, so if I wanna get you into posture the next time that we talk, if I can get your primary function, which is rotation of the mid-back in gravity, to function a little bit more efficiently, we're all gonna do better. Now with this exercise, you're gonna go ahead and think about having a hand in front of you. You wanna place that hand right here on mine, okay? And then as you go, you wanna take that hand, reach as if you have a cable at the gym, and you're pulling it down to your side. Now you're squeezing your elbow into your side here, letting your upper trap rest and relax as the other side comes up and forward. Now you're gonna go ahead and switch it up with a breath in and out as you go. So you're gonna go ahead and grab that imaginary handle and switch it up, really getting this shoulder on this side to go backward while this one comes forward. You're swiveling almost as if you're a revolving door and your spine's the center pole of that revolving door, if that makes sense. If not, please message me and let me know. It's a breath in and out as we go, and we're gonna go for 10 here. Let's call it 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Remember to put your hand right where mine is with each start and stop, because you don't want to wrench your back. Let's call this 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Excellent. We're gonna go for a little bit of a forward bend here. And with this forward bend, we're gonna do something a little bit different. So if you think about a forward bend, I'm not worried about your hamstrings here, okay? I want your forward bend to come down, and I want you to go ahead and step on your hands with your toes. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and just straighten your knees, let your back rest and relax and bend, let your head and neck do a little bit of the work. And you're just gonna extend at your knees, and you're gonna feel that from here all the way to the bottom part of your neck. This is called gorilla pose in yoga. We're gonna go ahead and switch that up between a back bend, where you place your fingers together, cross them, and we're gonna go ahead and arch our backs backward. With a breath out, let's go back for that gorilla pose, coming all the way down. This should just be a big spine release as you go. With a breath in, let's take it back for that back bend. With a breath out, one more time in gorilla pose, swan diving down if you want. Standing on your fingertips, extending those knees, coming on back up for that back bend. And while we're here, we're gonna kick it to the side. So let's go ahead and let's kick it to the left, everyone. Now push your pelvis over to the right as much as you can, trying to go ahead and really reach out of that right side body as you go ahead and bend over to the left. With a breath in, we're gonna switch it up, and we're gonna go over to the right, kicking our hips over to the left as much as possible. Now with a breath in, come on back up to center. One more breath in, all the way out. Let's go down for gorilla pose. Coming on up, we have another stretch in rotation for the mid back, but I'm gonna give myself some shoulder rolls just to go ahead and iron some things out, because sometimes you just get tight. If you think about Michael Phelps, you can also give yourself some chest huggers, going ahead and shaking out those tight muscles. Okay, so with this, we're gonna go for what's called the Miller L stretch. Think about, my last name's Miller, so I like to go 2 L's here. And think about this, if we're gonna go for the left side, your arms coming straight out, okay? Hands trying to go as straight down as possible. You're gonna rotate towards the middle of your body as much as you can. Don't overextend. I don't want you to really wrench your spine. But here as you go, your right hand is gonna come underneath your left, and it's just gonna, with a straight arm, it's just gonna go ahead and provide some pressure so you can get a good stretch of the upper part of your mid-back where your shoulder blade is in relationship to your spine. Now with a breath in, breath out, come on, try to go and flex down a little bit more. I don't want you to bounce here. That's not what I want. When you bounce, it becomes a little bit less safe for us to do. With a breath in, with a breath out as you flex forward. Let's go ahead and breathe in as we come up. Now we're gonna switch. So I have my right arm stretched and out, extended. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate as far over to the left as I can. Okay, now I'm coming in with my left hand, reaching the underside of my right, coming down. Now this stretch once again is right in through here. You want to give it a good 10 to 15 second count as you can feel the maximum therapeutic benefit. You know you did your job. You don't have to be here forever and ever, and I really don't want you to be either. I don't want you to overstretch a muscle group. But if you feel like this is necessary, please get this Miller L stretch on. Coming back up, let's shake it out. Make sure the blood flows back into our arms from that position where we were when we tighten our arms up. I really want you to flush some things out. Get the blood flowing, people. Okay, very good. Next, we have another mid-back stretch. So, taking your palms, inverting them, and then stacking them, okay? What we're gonna do, see where my knees are? You're gonna almost swan dive down, arching your back. I don't want you to bend your low back, but I want you to arch your back, swan diving down as we go. This is about a 10 to 15 second hold for this one as well. Nice big breaths in. With a breath out, try to dive down a little bit further. The breath in and out. Try to dive down just a little bit further. Good, coming up, shaking it out. Good, we got our shoulder rolls coming up next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets us up so you can see where the front of your hands are. This is the front of our palms. Leonardo da Vinci drew the Vitruvian Man so we could see that this is the front of our hands. And how do we all stand? Totally backward. How do we all type? Totally backward. So we're gonna figure that out in future sessions. Now, what we're gonna work on next is our triceps. So we have our front tricep. So if I take my left arm over as far as I can, I'm gonna brace it with my elbow and forearm from the other side. And I'm taking it across my body and squeezing. It's a nice big deep breaths as I go. You always want to remember to breathe. It's one of the most important things that we can do. Definitely the most vital thing that we have. Breath in and a breath out as you squeeze a little bit further. Remember not to bounce with this. Okay, with the breath in, we're gonna let it go. With the breath out, I'm gonna come over my head, almost like I'm reaching for the upper part of my back here. And we have our elbow coming across. So this is more of our overhead tricep. So you're gonna depress your elbow down, pull it to the opposite side of your body. So I'm pulling it over to that right hand side or that right side body. Now to get a little bit extra, I'm gonna kick my left hip out and really bend into it. Nice big deep breaths here as you go. You don't have to do this far. You don't have to go this far. If it's tight, if it's painful, please omit this. But if it's helpful for you, pursue it. Let me know if you have any issues. Big breath in, all the way out, shaking it loose. Once again, like you're Michael Phelps, getting ready to dive into the water. Okay, so we're coming over with that right tricep. You just heard my shoulder pop. Sometimes you get a couple pops and cracks in there. It's okay if it's not painful. Just let me know if it is, and we'll figure something else out. Once again, you have your right arm braced with your left as you're pulling it across your body in a gentle way. Don't overdo it because you can. Just do as much as you feel is therapeutically beneficial and you're doing your job. Nice big breath in, all the way out. Let's go ahead and take it overhead. Once again, our right arm is reaching towards the upper part of our back, grasping the top of your right elbow with your left, hiking it over to the left. And this is as far as you need to go. If this is all you got, this is all you got. If your mid-back is feeling a little too stiff, or if it's painful, you just stay here with a breath in, all the way out. Kick that right hip over, bend over to the left if this is comfortable for you, only if it's comfortable. Good. Get another couple of seconds here. Another big deep breath in. With a breath out, let everything go. Let's go ahead and fall forward. Let's grab those toes again. Once again in gorilla pose. Helps us to wash, rinse, and repeat what we have with our spine. Take a big deep breath in. Go back into a back bend. With a breath out, come back to neutral. Let's go back up with our palms. And let's go ahead and kick it over to the left, kicking our hips over to the right as we go. It's a nice big deep breath in and a breath out as you switch. Nice side body stretch here. I like to add these in because it helps me to get the blood flowing back into areas that I've trapped it through my stretching. Okay, we need to keep on moving. There's good reasons for this. Next, we're gonna get our forearms stretched. So these guys do a lot of our typing. They do a lot of our grasping. We gotta take care of our hands and wrists, all right? So we're gonna next go for our flexors and extenders, okay? First off is gonna be our extenders. We're gonna go with these guys first because it's fun. And it looks like you have a pizza in your arm. Or you're a server, you're bringing water to the table like I used to do, and I used to drop it on the laps of my patrons. This is why I don't serve tables, because I can't get my wrist back as far as I'd like it to. Just kidding, but I'm not kidding about spilling it on my patrons. Oh my gosh. To those of you, you tipped me very well on that Sunday at Ciba Cucina in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. But at any rate, we're gonna go for this extension. You have your elbow at about shoulder height on the right side. It's flexed back. We're depressing our palm and we're just extending outward. As you go, it's a nice big deep breath in and out, and you can go ahead and rotate if you like. We're gonna go right from this extension into flexion. So our flexors do this move. This is our walk like an Egyptian move, okay? Now here, we look like a dinosaur here with our palm facing the ground. Now, elbow is once again shoulder height. You're gonna depress right at the knuckles and you're taking a big breath in, all the way out. You're gonna extend. And then I like that little bit of rotation just to get other aspects of your forearm. Good. It's about 10 to 15 seconds per side. We're gonna switch it up. Let's go ahead over to the left. We got our pizza, okay? You're not gonna spill any water on anyone like me? Hopefully, anyway. At any rate, I don't take any responsibility for you guys and your serving capabilities, but I am here for you. If you have any pain, just let me know. We'll get you through it. You're gonna extend backward with the elbow as high as your shoulder with a breath in. You depress with the breath out. You stretch and extend your arm out. Now I do like that little bit of rotation as we go, okay? If it's comfortable in just one position, that's fine too. You don't have to rotate. We're gonna go ahead and take it to flexion on this left side. Now depress your knuckles again. With a breath in, depress the knuckles. With a breath out, straighten your arm. And you're extending as you flex with everything at about shoulder height. Good. Now, excellent. Next, we're gonna worry about our pincer grip. Now with the pincer grip, this one becomes a little bit fun. It looks like you're a superhero and you're gonna go ahead and depress. It's almost like you have grapes in between the rings of your fingers. And you're just gonna squeeze these muscles on the inside parts of your hands. Good, we're gonna go through it 3 times, holding about 2-3 seconds. Hold, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. Good, let's go ahead for our second phase through. Good, perfect. You know, superheroes are one thing, but just being human is quite super. Oh my gosh. Let's feel these pincer grip muscles. These are the ones that do all the typing for us, so let's go ahead and give them some love and attention. Good, give me a second here. I'm just gonna go ahead and straighten this out. Awesome. All right, next is our flexors of our fingers, okay? So if you think about grasping your thumbs just like this and flexing down, this is where we're after. Good, 2, 3, let it go. Now, take your thumbs, grasp your index. Flex down, 2, 3, good. Now middle, flex down, 2, 3, great. Flex down, 2, 3. And the pinkies are special for me. I can't really get to my pinkies too well, but what I want to do is do it individually. So I depress my pinky and I flex it down, 2, 3. Now I go over to my right, I depress it down and I flex it down, 2, 3. Excellent, let's go through it one more time. So grasping your thumbs with your whole fist and you're flexing it down, 2, 3. Let's go index, flexing it down, 2, 3, good. Now we got our middle finger, we're flexing it down, 2, 3. Let's go ring finger, flexing it down, 2, 3. I'm gonna start with my right pinky, depressing it down individually, 2, 3. And then my left, flexing it down, 2, 3. Shake out those wrists, give them a little bit of movement. Circles are the best way to go about it if you don't know really how to shake them out. Circles are fine, clockwise, counterclockwise. It's gonna help you move better, feel better, and be better overall. Okay, so we have a couple more stretches to do. We're gonna go for our jaw, our TMJ. Okay, you're gonna use a little bit of pressure and force with your hand as you go through this. So with this right side, you're gonna go ahead and open your mouth, and the move is to jut it or to the right more, but you're gonna totally block it off. And the stretch is gonna come at the end of you contracting for 2 to 3 seconds, down over to the left-hand side, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. I brace my other side of my head with my other hand. So here, I'm here, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop my jaw over to the right, 2, 3. Now I open up, and just let it stretch, 2, 3. Try to go back over to the right, 2, 3. Now you're gonna drop it down again, 2, 3. Over, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. Come on up, give it a little shake. Now we're gonna go over to the left-hand side, stabilizing at your jaw, stabilizing at your head. You're gonna jut it over to the left, 2, 3. Now we're gonna go down, 2, 3. Over, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. Over one more time, 2, 3, and down. Good, let it loose. We're gonna end with another Miller L stretch. So remember this stretch here, we're out. I'm gonna start with the right-hand side first, making it nice and stable. Coming in with my left, gonna grasp the underside of my right hand as if this is a solid iron steel L, okay? We're gonna go ahead and come on to the underside. I'm gonna rotate as much as I can over, coming into the underside, And then I just go ahead and I drop it down, and I'm gonna get a good stretch of this upper part of my body. Nice big deep breaths as you go. Always remember to breathe in and out through your belly. Fill the belly up like a basketball and deflate it like a basketball on the breath out. Coming on up, give me some shoulder rolls, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go the other side, rotating over to the right, coming down, taking that right hand on the underside of the left and dropping it down. Big breaths in and out as you go. Good, coming on back up, giving me a shoulder rolls again, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna end with the cross pull reach, everybody. Remember, your stop and start is right here where my hand is, so put your hand right here. And just gonna go ahead and stop and start, getting that up that 45-degree angle, getting this swivel happening for you. I'm gonna call it 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments, criticisms too. I'm here for you up in Mission Hills at Chiropractic. Hope to see you all soon.